Hey everyone, I've got another video today. It's going to be on Dragonic Overlord once again. This is my deck for him after set 5, which featured a lot of the older cards returning and whatnot. And I managed to get all 3 of the returning decks, which was more cards for Overlord, more for Phantom Blaster, and a new one for Blaster Blade and Majesty Lord Blaster. So, well, we're obviously going to start with my favorite first, Dragonic Overlord. We've gone through this one before, but it should still be a lot of fun, and there's a lot of new cards. The Ride deck is pretty much the same. We've got Undo again, Generic, Overdress Series Starter, Bar when it's rode upon by Nahalem. Last one, get any grade 1 card from your deck to your hand. Nahalem when it's rode upon by a card with Overlord in its card name, call it to a rearguard circle. And then its rearguard ability, once per turn, if you have a Vanguard with Overlord in its card name, Soul Blast 1, this unit, and then your Overlord gets plus 5,000. So that's nice. And then, of course, Dragonic Overlord. Its first ability on Vanguard and rear. During the battle that this unit attacked a rearguard, your opponent cannot call cards from their hand to Guardian Circle. And then its main ability, when this unit's attack hits, Counterblast 1, discard a card from your hand, stand this unit, and it gets drive -1 until the end of turn. Nice, however, you might be using it on your first turn, but that's about it. There's a new main grade 3 for this deck, and it is, of course, probably one of the most famous cards in this game. Dragonic Overlord, The End. This is Dragonic Overlord's, one of Dragonic Overlord's ultimate forms, but this was the first one, and probably the most famous and most popular, recreated for a third time. So really, the end never ends. During your turn, if your soul has a Dragonic Overlord, this unit's drive cannot be reduced by card effects. Nice, and it gets plus 5k, very nice. So he'll be able to hit for a lot of damage, and then its main ability, once per turn at the end of the battle that this unit attacked. It doesn't have to hit, so that's good. It can be blocked, and you can still use this ability, Counterblast 1, discard 2 cards from your hand. Stand this unit, and it gets drive -1 until the end of turn. However, that won't matter, as you will have Dragonic Overlord in your soul. So, of course, we've got 4 copies of this card, as it's the main card of this deck. So, and as you can probably see, it has a 10th anniversary stamp on it. This is for the 10th anniversary of the original Set 5, which was released a long time ago. I remember getting packs for that. So, yeah, good times. So that's that. We've got 2 more copies of the regular Dragonic Overlord. Well, with the one in the Ride deck, that equals 3. However, since this is no longer the main grade 3 of the deck, we can bring its numbers down. However, it is still a very good card, and a good card to have on the rearguard circle now, too. Since even on the rearguard, it still has the ability, if it attacks a rearguard, your opponent can't guard. So if your opponent has a rearguard in the front row that you really want to get rid of, this is the guy to do it. So that's that. We've got 2 more copies of Nahalem. Again, I already went over his ability, so that's that. Another one of the new cards. This is the End's kind of partner and whatnot. This is Burning Horn Dragon. When this is placed on rearguard circle, Counterblast 1, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Overlord in its card name. Put it to your hand, and then you shuffle your deck. If you did not reveal a card, you countercharge 1. So basically, if you don't get what you're looking for, you can repay the cost. So it's, if you miss out, it's no problem. You can, yeah. And then its other ability, when your Vanguard with Overlord and its card name attacks, this unit gets +5 until the end of turn. Very nice. So, a very nice card. Ooh. We've got 3 copies of Berserk Dragon. Again, we've gotten rid of a lot of, we've brought down a lot of the numbers for a lot of these cards to facilitate a lot of the new stuff. But hey, that's fine. Berserk Dragon, when this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Overlord and its card name, this gets +5k until the end of turn. Cool, then Counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or less rear guards and retire it. Very nice. Next up, we've got 4 copies of this new card, Perforate Burner Dragon. When this unit is discarded from your hand during your battle phase, put this card into your soul, choose up to one of your units, and it gets +5k until the end of turn. Such a cool artwork wasted on a card that's never going to be on the field. Seems to happen a lot in Overdress for some reason. I don't know why. But that's that guy. This is kind of more of a resource card. So, yeah, still important. We got one more copy of Bar. This is the one that'll probably be on the rear guard. When your Vanguard attack hits, this unit gets +5k until the end of turn. This really could be anything. You could include another grade 1 that we'll see later. You can include another copy of Dragonic Overlord, which I might do. You can include another copy of Nahalem, another of Berserk Dragon. However, I wanted a few more grade 1s and a few more variety in them. So, another copy of Bar is here. We got 3 of Gojo, Dragon Monk Gojo. When the Vanguard's attack that this unit boosted hits, that's a mouthful. Retire this unit and countercharge 1. That's nice, so it can help you get more stuff to use for abilities. That's pretty cool. We've got this Stealth Dragon, Fujimachi Madoka, on Rearguard and Guardian Circle. If your opponent's drop zone has 4 more cards, this unit gets +2k and attack and +5k shield. Then if it has 8 or more cards, this gets an additional 5k shield. Very nice. Gives you a bit more defensive options in this deck, and it's good for a rearguard card. Of course, we've got the 4 perfect guards. 4 of the effect crits. 3 of the non-effect crits. 4 of the heals. And then we've got the 4 draws, as we want the ability to get into the end, and for cards to discard with the end as well. This essentially now functions as a lot of the grade 4 decks that came from, well, set 4, since, well, the end is kind of this deck's version of the grade 4. So, since we want to get into our pieces, we need more ways to draw. And of course, one last card, we've got the Dragon Empire Overtrigger, with its additional ability to stand your Vanguard if you check this card. Very nice. And that's it for Dragonic Overlord. This deck has definitely gotten a lot better. In fact, a lot of the encounter decks have gotten a lot better. Since, well, they were kind of bad when they first came out, and things just started to get more and more powerful, and these guys dropped and dropped and dropped. However, with stuff like the end being added to Dragonic Overlord, and especially Phantom Blaster Overlord being added to the Phantom Blaster deck, these have picked up again, which is very nice. So, well, next is probably going to be Phantom Blaster Overlord, and I hope you enjoyed this video.